What 80's movies hold up and are still worth watching 30 to 40 years later? Coming to America and Lean on Me. Taste the soup. First Blood. If you divorce this film from the needless and stupid sequels and watch it as a standalone film beholden to nothing that comes afterward, it's one of the greatest character studies ever put to film, and a classic exploration of PTSD, patriotism, and the way Vietnam veterans were treated in the years following the war. Great cast, great script, great setting, great direction. What a perfect example of a film that is often overlooked because of its association with several terrible sequels that do nothing but shit all over the source material, thus nearly rendering that very source almost irrelevant. First Blood should never had any sequels to it. With that, you have to at least enjoy the action. Movie genre was super strong in the 80's, and they had a great character already created from First Blood. So sequels were done, and I did enjoy them for what they were, as pure action nonsense. At least they didn't go Robocop 3 with the Rambo character. Make airplane motion with hand. 80's movies. 30-40 years later. How to feel old just reading the title. I never felt old until they started playing Motley Crue on the oldies radio station. When did Motley Crue become classic rock? Is a lyric from the song 1985 by Bowling for Soup, released in 2004. 16 years ago. WTF. I remember when they still had music on MTV. Get off my lawn. Stand By Me. I think this has to be my favorite movie of all time. It's also where I got my username from. So did you? Or did you not steal the milk money? Of course I took it. Everyone knew I took it. Clue is spectacular. Very funny. Very fast paced. And I love the multiple endings. Edit to say this has exploded. And if you like Clue, do yourself a favor and try the similar Murder by Death. Who are you? I'm the butler, sir. What do you do? I buttle, sir. Die Hard. Die Hard was such a trip when it came out. Looking back, it may seem like it's just a stereotypical action movie that was done exactly right. But at the time it subtly redefined action movies. Action heroes and movie villains all at once. Great article for context. https://www.independent.co.uk/arts-entertainment/film/Die Hard at 30 anniversary. Bruce Willis John McClane action movie. Christmas. John McTiernan a 8,642,466. HTML fun fact. Bruce Willis only ended up getting the part after Arnold Schwarzenegger, Richard Gere, Clint Eastwood, Burt Reynolds, Sylvester Stallone, Harrison Ford, Don Johnson, Nick Nolte, Mel Gibson, Richard Dean Anderson, and Frank Sinatra turned it down. Edit. To clarify, Frank Sinatra starred in the 1968 adaptation of the first Roderick Thorpe novel, The Detective. When the movie became a success, Sinatra himself encouraged Thorpe to write a sequel and got an option for First Pick to play the lead. However, the second novel didn't come out until 1979, and the tone had changed from a detective story to a pretty dark action thriller featuring the detective close to retirement getting involved in a terrorist plot. In the book, his daughter, not his wife, is an executive at a corrupt oil company who is held hostage by terrorists wanting to expose the corruption. The book was not a success and Sinatra passed on the role. The studio paused development for several years and then rewrote the story as a Commando sequel for Schwarzenegger. When he also passed on it, the script got offered to practically every single action or cop movie star in Hollywood until they ran out of options. Then they looked at who else might star, and because Willis was an extremely popular TV star, they offered him the part. Willis himself had to turn down the role since he was busy filming Moonlighting. However, when Sybil Shepherd got pregnant, he had the chance to take the role. Bruce Willis was the right guy, but now I want to see the parallel universe version where Richard Dean Anderson was John McClane. I'm just on board for that Frank Sinatra version. Just out of such curiosity. Princess Bride. Beverly Hills Cop. Say Anything. Beetlejuice. Karate Kid. I'm not going to say it quote unquote holds up, but I think Real Genius is still funny and is mostly forgotten now. Can you hammer a 6-inch spike through a board with your penis? Not right now. A girl's gotta have her standards. Man, I love that movie. I will need to watch as soon as possible. I had that dream again. Is it the one where you're standing on top of a giant temple in sort of sangha robes with 1,000 naked women screaming and throwing little pickles at you? No. Why am I the only person who has that dream? Airplane. 1980. One of the funniest movies ever made. Captain, how soon can you land? I can't tell. You can tell me. I'm a doctor. No. I mean, I'm just not sure. Well, can't you take a guess? Well, not for another 2 hours. You can't take a guess for another 2 hours? Leslie Nielsen was a genius at talking complete nonsense with a straight face. Beetlejuice. 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 Amadeus, Predator, the Terminator, Back to the Future, The Thing, planes, trains, and automobiles, The Burbs. The Thing is my favorite horror movie of all time. It's so well done, and they don't do effects like that today really. The score is amazing too. The Thing is incredible. All those practical effects. Dang. Also, the dog was a really good actor. Big Trouble in Little China. This one has come up a lot. I haven't seen it. It always looked a little cheesy to me. What do you like about it? A big thing to note for a first time watchers, that it is cheesy, and it is 100% aware of this. Gotcha. That makes sense. I think is okay when a movie leans into the cheesiness. I'm sure that makes it more funny. I'm definitely convinced it's worth watching, even if initially I thought it seemed ridiculous. The Terminator. Ghostbusters. The Thing is not only the greatest horror movie ever made, I'm hard pressed to name a movie I'd rank higher. 80's is a great movie. I went back and watched it after I saw the musical, and it's still really good fun. Would recommend. Back to the Future. The Shining. Scared the fuck out of me because I saw it when I was 8, but it's still such a great horror movie. Labyrinth. Blade Runner. For the story and the perfect special effects. The Lost Boys' Adventures in Babysitting Can't Buy Me Love. Original Indiana Jones trilogy are God tier. Stand By Me. Highlander. There should be only one. Short Circuit 1 and 2. Spaceballs. Die Hard. Dead Poets Society. Full Metal Jacket. The Money Pit. Scarface. Roadhouse. Twins. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? A Fish Called Wanda. Just watched this morning, and it's still incredibly funny. Trading Places. Labyrinth. Never-Ending Story and Willow. Puppets. CGI. You Forgot Dark Crystal. Das Boot Tootsie Batman No Way Out Dead Poets Society When Harry Met Sally Big A Christmas Story Back to the Future Aging Bull. The Governors. Can I state, for the record, how cool it is that the same guy who played Mickey from The Governors also played Sam in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Sean Astin has had an interesting acting career.